What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another one. I want to apologize ahead of time if I don't have a whole lot of pep in my step in tonight's video, and that's because I've come to the realization that I have absolutely zero, and I mean zero, impulse control when it comes to buying anything duck hunting related. I swear, as much as I love Rogers Sporting Goods, I need to just block that damn website from my phone. And I should probably go down and call my bank and say, hey, why don't you guys just go ahead and deny any type of transaction from, say, Cabela's, Shields, the Snow Goose Warehouse, of course, Rogers Sporting Goods. Yeah, just do me a solid there and just deny those transactions, because clearly, as you can tell from Exhibit A, B, C, and D, I've got a serious problem. Oh, man. Did I need another 24 decoys? Hell no, I did not. But here we are. I bought them anyways. So tonight's video, we are going to be talking about the Avian X Top Flight series of decoys. Here I've got a dozen of the green wing teal. I added another 6-pack of Wigeon to my spread, and I picked up a 6-pack of Canvasback. But before we get started in the video, I want to get your guys' take and feelings on hats. So I am mowing around the idea of having some hats made, and I want them to be a leather patch hat, very similar to what I'm wearing right now. This is a Richardson 112. Now, I can't guarantee that all of the hats made will be a Richardson 112, but they will be the exact same style. So it'll still have the mesh with a snapback and all that kind of good stuff. This hat here is from Dave Owens in the Pinhoti Project. If you guys haven't checked out Dave's channel, he is a turkey killing machine. And as you can tell, you can kind of pick up a couple fans here behind me. Turkey hunting is my #2 passion, like right behind waterfowl. I just love chasing longbeards, so I figured might as well support Dave. But yeah, like I said, I'm mowing around the idea of having some hats made. I think I'm gonna sell them for about 30 bucks a piece if I can get enough interest in it. So if you guys are interested in it, please drop me down a comment below and let me know. Like I said, if enough of you are thinking about it or are in, I'll put a hat order together and I will notify you guys on here. Like I said, it'll be a very limited run, so it'll be first come, first serve. But yeah, we'll get some hats rocking and rolling, and they'll just say Public Land Waterfowler on it, and hopefully you guys like them. Anyways, let's get back to this depressing decoy video. All right, let's start with the green wing teal. So the teal here, I think you can pick these things up for anywhere from like $59.99 to $69.99, depending on where you get them. Again, they come in a 6-pack. In each 6-pack, you're gonna get 4 drakes and 2 hens in 2 different positions. First position is a rester pose. I think Avian X, whoever they had carve these, did a phenomenal job on them. So that's pose number 1. And then pose number 2 is almost like a skimmer or a feeder. There's a hen for you. Again, phenomenal feather detail on these decoys. Good head position, looks natural. Looks like they're just doing their thing. I think the teal decoys are maybe a touch oversized, but that's okay. It's not bad. Like I said, they are very, very close to lifelike. The good thing I like about Avian X, and you'll see with all these decoys here, is that it's a soft, like almost like a pliable plastic, but they're extremely durable, and we'll get into that later. As for the durability, you guys will know here once I start filming some duck hunts that pretty much all of my decoys are all Avian X. The only decoys that I run that aren't Avian X are some GHG spoons, and the only reason why I run those is because Avian X has yet to come out with a spoon decoy. Alright, so let's dive into the Wigeon here. These Wigeon are awesome. I think whoever did the carving on these Wigeon here absolutely just knocked it out of the park. I've actually been running the Avian X Wigeon since I believe it was 2014 when I picked up the first ones that I own. They've been phenomenal. Extremely durable. I've never had any issues with them cracking, leaking, the paint fading, chipping, absolutely nothing. I've actually had them shot both on accident by some buddies of mine and on purpose by a guy who was, let's see, how do I word this? Well, first he thought the decoys were real, and him and his buddy tried to jump shoot them. They actually came up behind us and just opened up on my decoys, so that was great. And then when he was embarrassed by the fact that he did that, some choice words were exchanged, and he tried to shoot it again, and the decoy was still floating there. Not a leak, not nothing. It's got some pellets like stuck up in the head and neck area, but other than that, no issues whatsoever. So that's a big reason why I continue to run Avian X, just because the overall durability factor. I mean, these things are just studs. So with the Wigeon here, I think they run like $109.99 for a 6-pack. Now I get it, it's a little bit on the pricey side, but you're also paying for quality. Here's a resting Wigeon from Avian X. I mean, the overall detail in the head and the body is just a straight knockout. In this pack here, you're gonna get 4 drakes and 2 hens. You've got 2 drakes that are just resting, hanging out. You've got 2 drakes that are upright and somewhat alert, and you've got 2 hens that are also upright and alert. Like I said, great decoys. Again, just like the Teal, you've got, I don't know if the camera can pick that up, you've got 2 points of contact, whether you want to run your weight at the front of the decoy or the back. Personal preference, I just run all my decoys up front. I'm not a big fan of running the decoy line off the back, but you know, I guess in certain situations that means in windy days, or if I'm hunting the river or something with current, yes, all my decoys are swimming in the same direction. But that's just kind of what I've always done, is I just run everything up front. So again, you've got that nice soft plastic, but it's extremely durable and the paint holds up extremely well. Those are the Wigeon there. All right, well, last but certainly not least, the decoy that I'm probably the most excited about, and that is the Canvasback decoys. I've actually never seen these in store, or I probably would have picked some up already. But yeah, so another 6-pack. I believe I picked these up for $109.99, so again, a little bit on the steep side, but again, you're paying for the quality. In this package here, you're gonna get 3 bulls and 3 hens. Now they're gonna come in 2 different positions. You're gonna get 2 bulls and 2 hens in the upright, like swimming position, and then you're gonna get a bull and a hen that are actually sleepers. So, got the box open, I got the plastic off of them already to save time. Oh man. For those of you who have never hunted divers, or who are new to hunting divers, a big thing when it comes to divers is having white. And these Canvasback decoys will definitely, most definitely do the trick. In big water, a lot of your divers, whether it's cans, scop, even redheads, even though redheads don't have the white backs like the Canvasback do, birds key in on this white. So that's why you'll see like a lot of guys who hunt, say like sheetwater, that get a lot of pintail and everything like that, they'll throw out a lot of bull sprig decoys because, again, they've got the white that attracts the birds. But Avian X did one hell of a job on these decoys here. Again, you've got the soft, pliable plastic that's durable. Yes, they're not foam filled, but again, like I was saying earlier with my Wigeon, they have been shot before and I've had zero issues with that. So that's the bull. Again, just a hardy decoy that looks like it's going to kill some birds. Diver hunting is a whole lot different than chasing puddle ducks. If you guys have watched Thomas and I over on Fowl Hunter, you guys will see that we run the California Delta and we'll set up for divers there. They decoy different, they fly different, but they are just awesome to hunt. They're awesome to shoot. Canvasback tastes absolutely phenomenal. Oh man, even the hens. I mean, they got the coloration right. They're just a great looking decoy. I mean, the feather detail looks incredible. The paint scheme looks great. Let's take a look at one of the sleepers. Oh man, I can't wait to run these things. I guess that's one of the beauties of hunting California, is that we live in very much what's called a mixed bag state, meaning we're not like some of these Midwestern states that primarily just kill mallards and honkers. Out here in California, I feel like we get everything from your green-winged teal, which is primary, blue wings on occasion. Kind of just depends on the year. I've gone years to where I've never even seen a blue wing, and then I've gone other years to where I've killed some nice ones, either very early on in the season or a late push in January. Here in the Central Valley, we also get cinnamon teal, which are a blast. But yeah, so we've got all three teal species. Here in California, we also shoot a lot of gadwall, a lot of Wigeon, pintail, even though you're only allowed one. We do hold a lot of pintail here in the Pacific Flyway and in California. We have a whole pile of spoons, or shovelers, and mallards depending on where you're at. Let's see, what else? Oh, and then, yeah, that's just puddle ducks. And then your diver species, we have canvasback, redheads, scop, goldeneye, ringnecks. Yeah, and then, I mean, wood ducks in the river. Let's see if I'm missing anything. I don't hunt the ocean, but there are some scoters and everything out there in the as you get like closer to the bay and everything. So again, California is very much a mixed bag state, which is phenomenal for somebody like me who has a decoy buying issue, because I just want everything, you know. I'm not saying that I'm gonna throw out all my decoys at one time, but I just kind of judge what decoys I want to use versus the time of year, what I'm seeing. For opening day, I am going to be hunting relatively big water, so I am going to throw out the Canvasback. I'm going to have some Wigeon in there, and we'll just kind of see. We'll see how it shakes out. I might add some teal, maybe a pair of mallards, but you know, it's opening day, so we should be done here pretty quick. I wouldn't expect it to take all that long for both my dad and I to kill 14 ducks. So anyways, that is the Avian X Top Flight decoy review. I apologize if it was a little long and drawn out. All of these decoys I'm going to be rigging up with Texas rig style of rigging on the Canvasback and the Wigeon, that 6-pack of Wigeon. I'm going to be running a 60-inch line with a 6-ounce weight. Let me see here. 5-ounce weight. So 60-inch line with a 5-ounce weight should be more than plenty. And then on the Teal, I'm going to be running a 40-inch line with a 4-ounce weight. I prefer to run Texas rigs. For a long time, I used the like rubberized Decoy line or whatever it was with the weight attached to it, and it just kind of got old after a while, just sitting there coiling line around the keel. So when I made the switch over to Texas rigs, it makes deployment and pickup very easy. You know, everything's just clean. They come with that big D-clip on them. So yeah, I mean, everything that I run nowadays is all just Texas rigs. They all pretty much do the same thing, so I'm not going to sit here and, you know, recommend a particular Texas rig. One thing I will say, I would get a Texas rig that doesn't have line. Well, let me rephrase that. Pick up a Texas rig that has line that doesn't have any memory in it. And because that way, if you tie them in a knot or to store them or anything like that, it doesn't hold that knot shape and you're not dealing with a coiled line or anything like that. So just like a little piece of advice, try to find some decoy line that does not have any memory to it, or some decoy cable I should say, that doesn't have any memory to it, and they'll be straight every time. Other than that, I think that's going to wrap up this video. As depressed I am that I caved and I bought another 24 decoys. These things are awesome. I love them. I'm going to put them to use this year. And I'm going to attempt to not buy any more decoys, duck decoys I should say, for the rest of the season. When it comes to snows, yeah. I know for a fact I will not be able to hold off and not buy any more either SX full bodies or silhouettes or whatever. I'm trying to phase out all my decoys to wear, all my snow goose decoys to wear. I'm just strictly running full bodies, and those SX full bodies are just absolute just killers. So yeah, I will probably be picking up more snow goose decoys, but as far as duck decoys, I hope I'm done. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long I last. But anyways, that's the review on the Avian X Top Flight series of decoys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think on the next video, I'm gonna go over my call lanyard, because there's a few things that I've changed up since last season. And then we've got to take a little drive down to the grasslands, and I'll show you guys what we're looking at as far as the flood up goes and what I did for mowing. And then October 22nd, we're rocking and rolling for opening day. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.